Hello, beloveds. My name is Sunshine Daye. Welcome to A Spiritual Remedy. Our topic is disappointment, why it feels so heavy, and how to move through it with grace, and how to create a life where you are less likely to set yourself up for disappointment in the first place. So, as we jump right in and get started, disappointment happens when reality doesn't match our expectations. I know what it's like to feel disappointment. I mean, whether you had your heart set on a job or a relationship or a sale, whatever the situation is, it didn't pan out the way you had imagined. And it stings. And sometimes it's deep. And sometimes it really, really hurts. Here's the truth. Disappointment is not a punishment. Let me say that again. Disappointment, it's not a punishment. We can begin to see it as an invitation. Now, disappointment can be a dangerous crossroads, especially for those of us in recovery, right? When things don't go as we plan, we have a choice. We can lean into our spiritual tools and grow, or we can spiral into our thought patterns and beliefs, feeling remorse, regret, and fear. But I want to share with you that hanging out in disappointment for too long can fuel resentments. It can fuel self-pity, and eventually it could lead to relapse. Nobody wants that. But disappointment can also be a catalyst for a deeper faith and for our own personal transformation. Now, what we know and what I know and what has been my experience is that addiction thrives on negativity. And about 95% of our thinking is conditioned by our past experiences and our habitual responses. But when it comes to consciously retraining our brain, we actually supercharge our lives. See, choosing to see disappointment as a setup for something greater rather than a setback, it helps us to shift our perspective and to stay in alignment with our recovery and our spiritual growth. We want to stay in alignment with our recovery, and we want to stay in alignment with our spiritual growth. And even though disappointment can seem unbearable because we often attach our self-worth to the outcome, we tell ourselves that if something didn't happen, we must not be good enough, or we must not be deserving, or we must not be lucky enough. And that story, beloved, is a lie. It's a lie. It's a false story. The truth is that life is fluid, and our indwelling spirit is always guiding us towards our highest and our best, even when we can't see it in the moment, even when we're experiencing a disappointment. Could it be that it's a setup for something greater than we've ever imagined? I know that that's been my truth. So how do we move through disappointment with ease? Well, one of the best shifts that we can take out, the shift out of our disappointment, is through a science of mind spiritual practice that's called divine reframe. Now, the divine reframe is this, and you can use it, and I'll share it with you right now. First of all, acknowledge the feeling. Don't pretend that you're not disappointed. Say it out loud. Yeah, I'm disappointed because I really wanted the sale of this property to be quicker. I'm disappointed because I asked her out and she said no. I'm disappointed because I really wanted that job and they chose somebody else. I'm disappointed because I wanted to go to Disneyland and it just didn't work out. Acknowledge it. Say it. It's part of our honesty practice as well. It's talking about it, just simply giving it a voice, not denying it, not being dishonest, and not betraying yourself. Just acknowledge the feeling. Now, reframe with trust. By that, I mean, something greater is unfolding for me, even if I can't see it. I'm disappointed I didn't get the job, yet something greater is unfolding for me, even if I can't see it. And then the third step of that divine reframe is simply this, is ask your indwelling spirit, like, what deeper gifts are in this experience? And listen with your inner ear. Listen for that still small voice that is guiding you. Listen for that inner wisdom, right? Just listen. What deeper gift is available to me right now? And then take one small action step that aligns you with the truth that life is always working for you. Now, maybe that's applying for another opportunity. Maybe that's shifting your focus. Maybe that's scheduling another date to go to Disneyland. But take a small action step toward aligning yourself with what is for your highest and best. Now, the spiritual principle that this is pointing to is freedom from attachment. I know that in many Buddhist traditions, non-attachment is a thing. It's a real practice. And when we are too attached to something, to a single outcome, we become disappointed. We can get disappointed. But in spiritual truth, if we're talking spiritual absolutes, life is unlimited. Your life is unlimited. Possibilities are unlimited. And the principle of freedom from attachment reminds us to hold desires lightly. Hey, this or something better, this or something greater, instead of this and only this. That's the shift that I'm inviting you to make and take so that you're not setting yourself up for disappointments. And so another fun way to set your life up so you're avoiding disappointments, and it's a playful way, is to make it a plot twist. You know, let's call that the plot twist game. So instead of saying, I didn't get what I wanted, you just go, wow, plot twist. What exciting thing is coming instead? Okay, I didn't get the job I wanted. Plot twist. What exciting job is going to be offered to me? Or what is available that I can apply to because there's a plot twist, right? So imagine that your life is a movie where spirit, where this infinite intelligence, this indwelling power and presence is the director, and a new adventure is about to unfold for you. Isn't that really what life is? Like, even if it feels forced, recognize that for yourself. It's hard to stay disappointed when you're playing a game, right? So this is the unfolding mystery that is your life, but we call it plot twist, right? Plot twist. I like it. I hope you like it too. You know, disappointment isn't necessarily a dead end. It is indeed a doorway. And the key is to trust that your indwelling spirit, this power that is for good, that is living in, through, and as you, has a bigger picture in mind, that something greater is being set up for you. So what might seem like a total loss today may be making room for a greater yet to come, a greater tomorrow, a home run that is for your highest and your best. If you'd like to talk a little bit more about this, go ahead and send me an email, vida@vidaslc.org. I trust that this information today on disappointment hasn't been disappointing, and that you can glean and pull out one or two things that you can put into practice today. As always, I am here for you at Vida Spiritual Learning Center, and it has been a joy to be on this road of recovery right alongside with you. Until the next time, know that you are loved. Bye for now.